Hey y'all, I'm Chann, and you're watching Made by Chann, and if you cannot tell by the background of my very festive earrings, we are making holiday content today. Today, I will be showing you all how to make a stocking. I have learned over the years, I am very particular about stocking shapes and patterns. So this one is my go-to, my favorite. We're gonna make a lined stocking. We're gonna make two actually. Out of this Recycled Paper Co. Holiday Classics fabric. It's the same fabric, just different colorways. This one's white and gold. It's more like a creamy white. And this one's black and gold, but it's more of a soft black. And it's just made of quilting cotton, and I think it's gonna be great, y'all. I will link the pattern I like to use down below, but let's get started. The first thing we need to do is cut out our stockings. All right, for this pattern, it says you only need a third of fabric, a third of a yard, but I got a half of a yard, and you can see how much it shrank in the wash. So I would just advise maybe going a little larger. I think next time I'd get just over a half of a yard and it'll be fine. So to make one stocking, you would cut out 2 of your main fabric and 2 of your lining fabric. Because I'm making 2 stockings in total, I will be cutting out 4 of each. You also need to cut out 1 in whatever fabric you want. I'm gonna try to do 1 of each color of your hanging loop fabric. So I just folded my tube in half and sewed it along the edges. Once you do that, you want to trim the excess on the seam allowance, and then you can use a safety pin or a tube turner. I'm a tube turner type of girl, or a piece of string, whatever you like, and you need to flip your tube inside out. Like that. And then once your tube is flipped inside out, you want to press it flat. Once you press your straps, you're going to set these to the side. And then we're going to take 1 stocking, which would be 2 fronts or insides, whichever one you want. And we're also going to take 2 linings, and we're going to put those on top of each other. Now remember, this is 1 stocking, 4 pieces to 1 stocking. If you wanted it to be a little thicker, you could add a little padding in, like quilter's padding in, and you would put that in, or batting, that's what that's called. You would put that in at this step. So next what we're going to do is sew across the top seam at 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch. Press my seams open. So now we need to assemble the stocking. So you want to put your lining towards you and the pretty fabric or outer layer away from you. So I have 1 down, and we're going to put them all right sides together. Before we do that, I need to take the matching hook piece of fabric, and I need to put it 3 inches down from the seam. Fold it in half first, and then put it right there, and then I'm going to pin it in place. If you're wondering why I'm not using my wrist pin cushion, it's because I got new pins, and my old pins I need to get rid of because they're not sharp. And then you're going to sandwich it together, and so I need to swap them, but I haven't done that yet. So you're just going to match up the pattern pieces and then pin or clip them together, and then you're also going to leave a 4-inch opening along the lining below where the hook is at. So I'm going to measure let me flip this around, 4 inches down, and then I'll just mark that with a pin, and that's where you're going to flip it right side out. And then I'm going to sew along the whole thing. So once you're done sewing up the side seams, I pressed mine in, but you don't have to. You're just gonna top stitch across, you're gonna flip it inside out, flip the stocking inside out, and then top stitch along the opening, and then you're gonna shove it, and then I am going to take the lining and put it into the main fabric and then press it flat. And that is how you make a stocking. This was super easy. Like, when I say you can knock this out in like a couple hours, less actually, that includes cutting and everything, you can definitely do that. It only took me so long because I was filming and because I made 2 at the same time, but this, highly recommend. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like and stay tuned for more holiday content. Thanks.